course. Yeah, sorry, of course. Good morning, church. My name's Tyson, and I want to welcome you all on this mid-November Sabbath day to church today. Also, a welcome to those of you who are joining us via live stream. There's also special welcomes for Irena Ali and Vieshek Motika, who are joining us this Sabbath day. I've got a question for you all. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to describe your life by focusing only on what's going poorly? Can you think of times and conversations you've had perhaps in the past week where you've done this? You've done exactly this. A friend asks you, how was your week? How was your weekend? And the first three words you respond with are not too bad. So your week was by implication sort of bad? I was thinking about this concept last night, and I have a perfect example of how I did this exact thing this week. I called Pastor Matt to talk about the theme for his sermon today, the theme for worship today, and he asked me how I was. And I told him. I laid it out. Where's my little violin? Minnie and I have been battling through sickness, through gastro, through sleepless nights, through long days at work. And this all makes someone very tired when the end of the week comes. But Pastor Matt would be forgiven for thinking that nothing good happened during my week, even though good things did happen. So I asked the question, why is it so easy for us to dwell on the negatives? I think, personally, I use it as a protective measure, as if I'm putting up a barrier so people don't get too close. They don't necessarily need to understand who I really am and what makes me feel happy. American author, I don't have the clicker. American author Brené Brown, she says, she's a leading expert on vulnerability, on shame. And she says, joy is the most vulnerable of all human emotions. And then she goes further to say, we are so afraid that if we let ourselves feel joy, something will come along and rip it away from us. So in our natural sinful state, we aren't naturally predisposed to feel joyful. Jesus, however, asks us to come to him how? Boldly, despite our vulnerability. And then we find in Scripture that John 10:10 says that Jesus came that they may have life, and have it how? Abundantly. Jesus wants us to experience the joy that comes from being in his presence. Today, Pastor Matt is sharing with us on the topic of embracing joy, and I pray that you're all blessed by this message. Our announcements today, the first one I'll take time in saying this. We ask for special prayers for Lydia Kotzel, who has been admitted to hospital. I think we're all fairly aware what's happening, but if we could take special time in each of our hearts just to pray for her. And soup and buns as well today. Please join us in the fellowship hall as we share a fellowship meal together. If anyone else has any other announcements they perhaps want to shout out, you're welcome to, but I think that's all we have for today. And our first offering for today is for local church ministry, so if our deacons and deaconesses could collect that. Please stand with me if you're able for our first song, Power of Your Love.